Hey, do you want to date a clean girl? A girl who hasn't already given her body away to dozens of men? Listen, my son, most guys are convinced they found wifey material because their girl is cute and innocent. She makes him feel like he's the only man in the world. Everything seems perfect until reality hits and he discovers her past, which doesn't match the innocent image she's putting on. Turns out she's been up and down the street, maybe even around the entire city. Now, most guys would act like it doesn't bother them. They'll cope and say it's happened in the past. We all had our wild days, or they'll hit you with a classic, I like to date a woman with experience, bro, but it's all crap. Listen, deep down, no man with pride or self-respect wants to be the last guy in a long line. Do you want to be that guy? That experience is not a badge of honor, it's simply a burden about her past. She's been overrun by other men. The chances are very high that you cross one of them walking on the road. Listen, my son, you don't want to end up like those guys, stuck coping with a reality they cannot face. Some of them are so deep in that they've already introduced her to their family, maybe even had kids with her. They're too far gone to admit the truth, so they cope to keep their world intact. Don't let that be you. Listen, I will tell you 9 crucial signs to know if a girl has been with many men. Number 1, she shamelessly speaks about sex. Beware, my son. If a girl likes to talk openly about sex, especially early on, it's a nasty red flag. Now this sounds obvious, but when a cute girl you like starts dropping those hints, your testosterone kicks in and suddenly you're blinded by desire and you stop to resonate. Listen, never let excitement cloud your judgment. Women are more discreet about intimacy than men, it's their nature. So if she's shamelessly discussing bed activities, it's a clear sign she's been through many nasty experiences in the past. Make sure you leave her behind in the streets of your city. Number 2, she keeps flirting with other men. Would you let your wife flirt with other men? I don't think so. Beware of her behavior. If she always seeks the attention of other men, it's a big red flag. Here, the problem is that, unlike the first sign, flirting is much sneakier. It doesn't require words and can be done even with a simple gesture or even a sexy photo on social media. In addition, men are logical beings. They're often blind to the subtle cues. You see, you might be with a girl and notice her smiling at another man, maintaining eye contact or giving a soft touch on his arm. All of these are forms of flirting. Even flicking her hair or asking questions while genuinely showing interest in what another man has to say can be flirting. And when you bring up your discomfort, she might gaslight you and call you insecure. This is a huge red flag. Flirting is almost never made clearly. It's about subtle body language. This makes it easy for a girl to deny any wrongdoing. But even if she does deny it, it doesn't matter because you can still drop her off where she belongs, the streets. A good woman respects her man. She would lower her gaze around other guys and not seek out unnecessary contact or overshare her body on social media looking for comments. You see, women understand flirting very well. They are experts in body language and non-verbal communication, and they know they can draw in other men with ease. So if you catch on to something 9 times out of 10, it's not you being insecure. It's you finally reading her subtle language. I'll go deeper on that in a new video, so be sure to subscribe so you will not miss it. Number 3, heavy drinking and smoking. Beware, my son. It's never a good sign when a girl likes to drink hard or smoke. If she relies on those substances to have fun, chances are high that she gifts her body to the first man while her rational mind is fogged. So if a girl drinks or smokes, don't trust her because she's running away from something. It can be running from pain, a failed relationship, and so on. Substance abuse is a pattern in almost every girl who has had many sexual partners. You see, even though women are brainwashed in the Western world into believing that sleeping with multiple men equates to freedom, they are willing to change them easily and often. Their biology will always tell the opposite story. Having a lot of sexual partners has always been damaging to the female psyche. That's why you often find promiscuous women turning to substances. They're trying to numb the pain they're not even aware of. Aside from that, while she smokes and overdrinks hard, she clearly doesn't respect herself, and consequently she will not even respect you. Beware, my son. She's not a clean woman. Number 4, she doesn't post anything about you on social media. In the modern world, social media are part of our life and daily routines. We tend to share information about our day, about fun and best moments. If she is very often active on social media, she should have a natural desire to post something about you, something with you, time spent together, or something special that happens in the couple. Unlike men who might prefer to keep their relationships private, a good woman wants others to know she has a man. If she hides that and only posts stories and pictures of herself without any signs of you, she's signaling to all other guys that she's single. In that case, if you dig in her DMs, you'll surely find her chasing meat. Number 5, a lot of tattoos and piercings. If a girl has more tattoos than skin, she's scream like, "I'm wild and free." It's usually a sign she's seen more adventures than she'll admit. Those feathers, hearts, and wild quotes aren't wisdom. She's not some sophisticated philosopher. No, they're a public warning label that says, "Adventure always welcomed here." So don't be fooled by whatever garbage quote her tattoo. Women often get tattoos out of impulsivity or rebellion, and both are red flags when it comes to promiscuity. If she got a tattoo out of impulsivity, she engages in impulsive behaviors in other aspects of her life, including her relationships. And if she got tattoos out of rebellion, it shows her disregard for boundaries and self-respect. And that often extends to her sexual choices and commitment. So if you're looking for a woman with values, you might want to think twice about someone whose skin tells a story of the streets. Number 6, more male friends than ladies. Don't misunderstand my words. I'm not saying that she can't have male friends, but I'm saying that is quite suspicious if she only hangs out with males in private. If a woman has many male friends, it's time to bounce away. If you don't understand this, you can be easily fooled by her words. In the majority of the cases, men and women can't be just friends, and the chance arises while she behaves in a suspicious way, giving you few and confused information about the meeting. She should be more interested to date female friends and spend time with them. And if you disagree with this, just go and let your girl watch Netflix with her male friend. You know, just like she could do with other men. You want to let it happen? Number 7, she is very vague about her past. Listen, my son, girls with a lot of sexual partners always try to hide their past. But if you have a sharp mind, you can cut through contradiction and nonsense. Remember what she says and take note of any inconsistencies. If she frequently changes details about her past relationships or personal life, it's a clear sign she's hiding something and trying to create a different persona. Trust your instincts. If her narrative doesn't add up, it's time to question her honesty. And you should evaluate the depth of her commitment. A genuine relationship is built on transparency. And if she can't provide that, she's shady, and you're better off leaving her behind. Number 8, always blaming men. Beware, my son. That's a major big red flag. If a woman is constantly complaining about men, calling them dogs, or saying men are this and that, it shows she's been passed around a lot in the past. And actually she has a distorted perception of men. Her negative views reflect her own experiences and unresolved issues. She will use those past experiences also against you, ruining the relationship, which is a sign of broken emotional baggage. Run away, my son. Number 9, she always avoids serious conversations. Beware, my son. Don't be fooled by her words. If a girl shows minimal interest in serious conversations, it's a major red flag. Avoiding discussions about the future or making light of important topics indicates a lack of commitment and maturity. Do not get drawn into her silliness when you want to talk seriously. Stay serious. If she deflects your questions with jokes or changes the subject, it shows she's not into commitment. A woman who isn't willing to engage in meaningful dialogue is more interested in fun than building a solid relationship. This all being said for now. Let me know in the comments if you've ever spotted a red flag and later discovered that the girl had a hidden past. Listen, your experience could help others see the signs before it's too late.